Greetings and salutations, viewers. It is I, Cybertron X, coming to you with a new Transformers review, and I'm doing it on Transformers Combiner Wars Leader Class Ultra Magnus. That's right, I finally got a hold of a brand new figure, and it is of the Ultra Magnus figure with the little figure here, Minimus something. I can't say his last name. I'm going to probably put it in the video of what it's spelt like, but it's actually like a little transformer. Let's go ahead and transform this dude like so, and fold him down like that. But that's it. And for articulation, for being a really small figure, his arms are on a ball joint, so you have that, you have a ball jointed hip, and you have a knee joint. But that's actually pretty cool. Cool little figure to go with him. Detail wise, if I can get him to focus, some white and green and a little bit of red. So there's I think it's the Takara exclusive, that this character is actually painted to look like Alpha Trion. But he is a key opponent to the Ultra Magnus figure. But let's go with the story mode for this, because this is based on the IDW More Than Meets the Eye version, where Ultra Magnus is dead, and this guy, using a loader spark, I think if I read it right, is now able to control Ultra Magnus. So basically, the character of Ultra Magnus I grew up with being the city commander, second in command, back to Optimus Prime, and then Rodimus Prime is completely different. So, yay. I don't know. I don't read the comics. I love the figures, and the figures look beautiful, and especially this guy. So let's move this guy aside for right now, and let's look at the figure itself. Really nice figure. The semi-cab does not detach. You do have really nice rolling wheels. I wish that the hubcaps got a little bit of paint detail, maybe a little silvering. Other than that, that's my only complaint about that. The front of the semi looks really nice. A really nice Autobot symbol right here. Really sloped down Mack truck, kind of resemblance of the new semis out now. And if you are wondering, I don't have any Autobots handy, but I do have a Decepticon Stunticon. He can hold a car, because he is a car carrier. So that's pretty cool. Other things, you have his iconic missile launchers, and you have gun storage for both this gun and the gun over on this side. Really nice. He's very resemblant to his original G1 look for Ultra Magnus, with the white and the red and the blue. Really resembles it. Really nicely done. I really like how this came about. So let's go to robot mode. And I think I'm actually going to do the transformation on camera. So he is a bigger figure, so you're going to get a little bit of this little side here. And I think I just knocked something over, which probably wasn't important. It wasn't. So let's go ahead by taking the guns off and the missiles off. This is how I roll. Pop these pieces off and fold them to the side, like so. So what we're going to do is we're going to transform the legs first. Pop these down and release this, and just raise that up. Alright. We want to... A lot of things tab in really well when they transform. go ahead and pull this piece up like so to get that out of the way. And go ahead and bend the legs down like so. And what's next is you rotate the side piece up to where it pegs in and fold that up to where it pegs in. Same over here. Fold the feet down and out. And just fold these pieces here to the back like so. And that is his feet. Alright, go ahead and separate the arms up here at the top and raise this piece up. On the arms themselves, push this piece all the way up and fold these side panel pieces up like that. Now for the torso, you want to push, before we do that, push down and slide back and twist that completely around. Alright, let's raise up a little bit more to get this head piece in. Gotta bend the legs a little bit more. Alright. Now the chest piece opens up like so. Fold this piece back and then up pops the head. Now you have this open space inside of Ultra Magnus where this character fits in. So he's basically the pilot. So basically Ultra Magnus is a Power Master. Fold those pieces together and fold down the head and fold up the chest piece like so. And there you have Ultra Magnus in all his glory. Now what you can do, you can peg the missiles back on his shoulder to give him that look, or you can combine the two guns and peg in the missiles like so, which I kind of do because I like that. And you can give Ultra Magnus his hammer. And which came around with animated Ultra Magnus had the Magnus hammer. Articulation wise, let's go ahead and just leave the hammer in there. You have a full 360 of the arm. You have an elbow and upper arm swivel. You do have articulation out there. And one of the cool things is this piece, this panel here, will slide up to give you more of a range of motion with the arm, and that is really cool. Head will not turn 360, but will look left to right, which is really good. And for the head sculpt itself, very, very comic book accurate face. No hip, no waist joint, but you do have some really nice, tight, ratchety thigh joints and knee joints, and you have a little bit of the toe, so you can get some really cool running poses with Ultra Magnus, and I like that. You can get some really cool poses with him, and he's just this big figure. let's show you a size comparison with a couple of other figures that I have. As soon as I get them to stand, I have the new Leader Jetfire, and whoa, it's, you know, Jetfire has a lot more going on him, but for like to the head and that wise, it's about the same, but this guy has a lot more to him. And let's go with the one step, because get it primed a little bit the same height as Ultra Magnus. Let's go with the one step or three step Transformers RID 3-step prime. So there you go. That's how big this guy is. Really nice. I was really happy to get him through BBTS. And because of my area, finding Transformers is rather hard. But I'm so happy that I got this guy, because he is such a beautiful, beautiful figure. If you want to get him, definitely get him. He's one of these figures you don't really want to miss, because I missed the original G1 Ultra Magnus getting him, so getting this guy just really made my day. So yeah, go run out and get him, because it's such a nice character. Oh, also articulation, you have, he can open and close his hands. They don't, his guns don't peg in, so they just actually fit in there like that. But the other little thing is you have these little grooves in the arm plating, so he can hold the weapons. So you can't get the hand to rotate, so he can dual wield the or dual hold the Magnus hammer. But other than that, it's a really nice figure. Go out and get this guy if you're a Transformers fan. Just get him, because he even as a display piece, he is beautiful. So this has been Cybertron X with the review of Transformers Combiner Wars Leader Class Ultra Magnus. Later.